Alright, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a special 3-fight preview. So we're going all the way to Auckland, New Zealand for UFC Fight Night Auckland. We got 3 ladies fights. First up, buried on the prelims, is a flyweight bout between Shana Dobson and Priscilla Cashera. Cashera coming in replacing Rachel Ostovich, who was removed from the card for unknown reasons. Looking at the stats here, Dobson's 3-3. Cashera is 8-3. Cashera is the older fighter, 31-30. They are both the same height, 5 feet 6 inches, 168 centimeters. However, Dobson has the longer reach, 69 inches, 175 centimeters, to Cashera's 65 inches, 165 centimeters. So here's what this fight is. Don't expect anything pretty. Don't expect anything high level skill. Don't expect anything fancy. These are 2 fighters that are low on the totem pole for a reason, and they are both fighting to stay in the UFC. So what you can expect is most likely going to be a slugfest. That is what these 2 fighters do best. They get into slugfests. Both of them need to win that slugfest in order to keep in the UFC. Now, my pick is Priscilla Cashera. She's the more experienced fighter. She's been in there against better opponents than Dobson has. Dobson is basically, her entire UFC career has been there just to give fighters wins. Of course, Cashera has relatively too, but not as bad as Dobson has. So I'm picking Priscilla Cashera to win this fight. Next up, going to Strawweight, Loma Lookboonmee taking on Angela Hill. Now, Hill coming in on like 2 weeks' notice to replace Hannah Goldie. Looking at their stats, Hill's the more experienced fighter, 11-7 to Lookboonmee's 4-1. Hill is the older fighter by 10 years, 34-24. Hill is the taller fighter, 5 feet 3 inches, 160 centimeters to Lookboonmee's 5 feet 1 inches, 155 centimeters. And then Hill has a reach of the 64.5 inches, 164 centimeters, to Lookboonmee's 62 inches, 157 centimeters. So I did a full in-depth breakdown on these 2 in a separate video. You can go check that out. I'll leave it in a pinned comment, leave the link there. My pick is Angela Hill for this. I just think that she's too much too soon for Loma Lookboonmee, and also because she's the bigger fighter. I could be proven very wrong, and I think that'd be awesome, because I like Lookboonmee. I like both of these fighters. But the pick here is Angela Hill. And then finally, up on the main card, we have, at Strawweight, Karolina Kovalkiewicz taking on Xiaonan. Kovalkiewicz has a record of 12-5. Jan is 11-1. Kovalkiewicz is the older fighter, 34 to Jan's 30. Jan is the taller fighter, 5 feet 5 inches, 166 centimeters, to Kovalkiewicz's 5 feet 3 inches, 160 centimeters. And Jan has, let me see, might have written the reach down wrong here. Kovalkiewicz actually has the 1-inch reach advantage, 64 inches, 163 centimeters, to Jan's 63 inches, 160 centimeters. So one fighter's taller, but the other apparently has a longer reach. So this is another fight between 2 fighters that I like a lot, and you hate to see either of them lose. And Xiaonan is going to be the winner in this fight. She is way more aggressive. She uses way more of her arsenal than Kovalkiewicz does anymore. She hits harder. She's always comes forward. You know, I love Kovalkiewicz. I've been a fan of hers since her Invicta days. She just, she just doesn't have it anymore. As soon as she started talking about possibly retiring soon, you could see she really started going downhill, and the UFC was smart. They signed her up for a 6-fight contract. I think this is like number 3 of that contract. But she's just been going downhill fight after fight. And they've been giving her tough matchup after tough matchup. I would not be surprised if she does retire after this one. I mean, there's no point in continuing. It would be 4 straight losses. But the pick here is Xiaonan. She's way more aggressive. She hits harder. She has way more tools. She uses more of them. Even in Kovalkiewicz's best area, the clinch, I would see Xiaonan beating her up there now. So we're going with Xiaonan to win this. Alright, so that's all 3 of the ladies' fights for UFC Fight Night Auckland. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, likes are always appreciated. And hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. You'd be a lot cooler if you did. And we'll see you next time.